All the disrespect before you play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to another beautiful morning of checking these buttons. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, chapters and links down below, all that good information if you guys want to skip around to a certain subject. We definitely got some hot topics, that much closer to the weekend, a lot's going down. One more again, we're about to get started. Hope you're having a good day because you already know it's about to get better. Let's go. All right, now into the first set of perfect sonic boom buttons that need to be checked. This one's going to be fairly quick because I know a lot of you already know it. I just wanted to kind of give my perspective right here. The official Street Fighter Twitter page posted this the other day saying Guile's legendary sonic boom has additional properties in Street Fighter 6. There are now two kinds of them. When inputted with the perfect timing, Guile's signature move becomes even more boomtastic. All right, so I'm going to kind of show the video as we talk about it. I know a couple content creators already made a video on this, but they posted this video down below right underneath this tweet, basically showing an example, right? You can see how the normal booms look, right? As ordinary, right? Nothing too spectacular, but apparently when you hold it with the perfect charge. Now I did see this earlier, but I didn't know this was the case. I thought maybe it was like EX or something, but apparently when you hold it just for the perfect amount of time, it almost does like that crisscross, almost looking like two booms, even though it's only like a one hit. So it's not, it doesn't count as two hits, it just counts as the single hit. And I think the cooler thing to keep in mind is apparently if you do it this way, you can actually link it to cooler shit, because they show in the video, you know, if you're landing the ordinary boom, it's kind of pushing you away. You can't like combo into it and land the cool shit. But with this one, you can actually follow it up with a flash kick, and I think that's dope as hell. And let's get into some of these comments and concerns down below real quick. I noticed somebody by the name of StarNab says, so we're bringing back skill in Street Fighter. Just Pokey brings up a good point right here saying, is the execution and launching the boom on the same frame that you've gained enough charge, or is it for hitting the P on the same frame that you hit forward? I'm very excited for the implications of this. Air Tony says, definitely P and forward together. On the first normal boom, he walks forward a little bit, and on the just frame one, he doesn't. And believe it or not, LTG responds to this as well, saying, hopefully there's more just frame combos in this game and one frame links for higher damage rewards. Kevin responds saying that's not happening, unfortunately. They literally have one button special. Street Fighter 6 will be even more scrubby than 5. But others reply to that right here saying modern mode has been in other Street Fighters that are just as technical, if not more, than Street Fighter 4 days. Street Fighter 6 will be there fine. Okay, and from what I'm reading, I noticed that there was a couple different ideas on this. Like some were saying that it's the perfect amount of time charge. Like I noticed Rooflemonger was kind of breaking this down in his video, talking about if you charge for the perfect amount of time, not like holding it for too long, then the perfect boom can come out. But then I noticed he updated as well, saying another possibility for it could be that you hit the forward plus the button at the same time. So that's the perfect timing, you know, no matter how long you charge it, once you hit forward and you press that, you know, that punch button at the same exact time, that's when the perfect boom comes out. Then I noticed he said he hopes it's the first one, because he's like, it's much more interesting than just hitting forward plus button after the charge at the same time. So there y'all go, man. What do you think about the perfect boom? I know Max just dropped a video about it yesterday. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm excited to see what it's going to do for other charged characters as well. I love the fact that my man Guile is getting the shine right now. He's one of the first characters that we got to see the trailer of, and now we're like examining everything about him first. He's getting all the shine, all the love right now, and I love that shit. I just can't wait to play it. All right, now into them. Are NRS players really that much more skilled than Street Fighter 6 players or Street Fighter 5 players and vice versa? I kind of messed that up. Anyway, let's go. All right, so this one starts off in the world of NRS, revolving around the world of Street Fighter 6. All right, so this comes from a player. I'll put the profile on the screen by the name of Leyenda at Leyenda Lenova, and I'm pretty sure I am Leyenda fucking this up. Anyway, I'm totally butchering the name. All right, so they posted this the other day, causing a big conversation on social media, to say the least. Right here saying most NRS players aren't gonna last in Street Fighter 6 due to the fact that neutral is so important and most don't know the concept. They are stuck. And big shout out to the homie WB_Thumper42 for tagging me in this. Say, check these buttons. And as you can imagine, the FGC felt a whole bunch of different ways about this one. Let's start right here with Tweety. Tweety responds saying, based on this tweet and your comments, it seems like you're super bitter and constantly compare yourself to others. I know you weren't super successful at MK11 despite playing Cetrion, but doing the whole well, I can beat you guys at this other game thing is weird. No one cares. Then I noticed Big Bird actually responded to this as well, saying, fun fact, most players who say this don't really last in the game and end up dropping it within the first year. But I noticed they actually responded to this saying, I'm not like other players, nice try though. And then I noticed it kind of keeps on from there, right? A lot of discussion, a lot of people dragging him. Some people actually money matching already. And then Big Bird brings up another good point saying, like, you don't even know the game or what the game is like, just making silly assumptions. The game might even be dumber. The word neutral is abused so much that people usually don't know what it means. Others respond to that saying, other fighting game communities have this weird hard-on for neutral in footsies for some reason. Like, even at the highest level, Street Fighter tends to skip all that honest stuff. Big Bird responds one more time saying, there's really no such thing as honest. It's just something most people say to give themselves more credit. That is interesting, right? That take that he just said, there's really no such thing as honest. It's just a term that most people use to give themselves credit. Damn, that's deep. And I noticed the crazy thing is somehow like Ed Boon responds to this, but not directly, like more so indirectly, like the Dame at the Dame_Falcon. I noticed she posted this crazy meme, which is hilarious, like Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat right now. And you see people like drinking Street Fighter, right? Just overflowing, I guess, with information and news and just, you know, content, everything, right? And there's little drips down below of Mortal Kombat. The funny thing is, Ed Boon responds to that saying, looks pretty accurate. Let's just enjoy all this Street Fighter goodness we are getting. Game looks great. Dame responds saying, glad you like it. Street Fighter 6 looks nice. Looking forward to Another Realm future projects whenever it's ready. Take care. So somehow that all got tangled up into this. I'm not sure if it was like I said directly. I just saw it when I was reading this particular story, but the fact that Ed would actually take the time to respond to this and have a good sense of humor about it, I mean, that's dope. How could you not love that? And this is the interesting one, gets a little deeper. Once again, believe it or not, LTG responds right here. He says, I believe NRS players are overall more skilled at fighting games. Then you have the original author of the post right here, Leyenda. Once again, I'm butchering it. Right here, they say, grass always greener on the other side. It's just as bad over here. Continuing on saying, yo, LT, big fan, keep up the grind, man. Okay, so that's a mouthful. Let's unpack what he said. He said, I believe NRS players are overall more skilled at fighting games. Is the lack of neutral, apparently, in MK11 or in your scene period, gonna affect the players that, you know, try to cross over for Street Fighter 6? And to everybody in the FGC, do you think that there is a difference between NRS players and Street Fighter players when it comes to level of competition and overall fighting games? Does one community necessarily have or possess more skill? There it is, one more again. Definitely let me know how you feeling. We have a plethora of buttons to check today, and thank you guys for staying tuned and hanging on to check every single last one of them. Appreciate you guys showing the massive love and helping this channel grow. We got big things in the works. So once again, if we don't see you tomorrow, we'll definitely see you the next day. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.